Hi, my name is Angela Benny, and I've been a Christian my entire life. Since I was in my mother's womb, I've been listening to Christian music, and I've been hearing the pastor preach on Sunday mornings. I've accepted Jesus Christ maybe from 100 times to like 1,000 times in my life. I've done this just to make sure that I was getting into heaven. So I think the most pivotal moment in my life was when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I went to Christian camp. And there's a pastor preaching, and he was talking about how there's over 7 billion people in the world, and God died for every single one of them. But if I was the last person on this earth, and there was no one else, Jesus Christ would still come down and die that painful, horrible death for me. That just blew my mind, and I truly understood how big and vast God's love was for me. This was the last time I accepted Christ into my heart. As I was going through life, I realized that anytime I drift away from God, I felt this emptiness and loneliness, as if I was just going through the motions and the life was it just didn't make sense, and there's nothing, I was just worthless and I didn't have any meaning. But every time I sat in God's presence and I truly worshiped with Him, I felt like I was standing in front of His glorious kingdom, and all these angels were surrounding and worshiping this God with me. It's just an overwhelming joy that you could feel. Another thing that I've been learning is that as you go through life, I feel like I hold on to things too much. I would not give my burdens to God, but I would hold on to them and try to make them my own. Once you give everything to God, God has a plan and a purpose for your life. His plan and purpose is so great and so vast that it's not anything we can comprehend. And that if we give burdens to Him, our hearts feel light and we feel this unbelievable joy that He has for us. A verse that's really popular, but it has been really giving me strength recently, is Jeremiah 29, verse 11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And that is why I'm getting baptized.